It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got the much-anticipated rematch of last year's Super Bowl. It's the Eagles and the Chiefs on Monday Night Prime Time.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for and finding Arnold once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Once again, it's Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So, Charles, this defense going to have its hands full all game long. You'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on third down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
That result really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the '85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mahomes now on first down. Open man right side is Toney. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mahomes to throw once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The Eagles coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 48-yard line, here's second and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, Swift. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Here's Ward to return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this 1st half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown. As the 1st half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
No, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn that field and gain any yardage.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Butker's kick here is good. And he'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This is Swift on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. From the gun, here's Swift. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he works free. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop it.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try it now with Swift. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop it. I like the confidence he showed.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Starts at 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
And the catch made by Johnson. There he goes left side. He's still on his feet. Deontay Johnson. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this one complete to Smith. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the